Here we are, full moon in Virgo, March the 7th. If you've caught some of my other content pieces, I've talked about March being a universal month number 1. So we already have that covered. 1 is the initiator, it's the spark, it is creation. So we are naturally in the frequency of creation, but sometimes we need to let go, not sometimes, most of the times, that's how it works. We need to let go and we need to resolve and come to terms with things from the past or closure on something. Cutting ties, letting go of attachments. And this full moon will not disappoint. And I feel this full moon is going to be a very important one for us to come to terms with any attachments, especially with Virgo energy here with this full moon is going to be very much, I feel, very mental. There's going to be a lot of mental energy, a lot of maybe ruminating, overthinking, overanalyzing, really heavy in the mindset, I feel. I feel that a lot of old patterns might come up, maybe even memories from the past. So if you're finding that this is you and that you are experiencing these energies, it is a great time to let them go. And we need to observe and be aware in order to create the change within. So awareness is always key. Self-observation, being aware of our feelings, what we are thinking, if we're holding on to something, if we're overthinking too much, we give too much energy outward constantly, if it's someone demanding of us or we are locked in on a certain situation and we can't sometimes let it go, right? So this full moon is a great time for release, but it's also a very important time for release given where we are in this calendar, numerology and astrology, and just in our cycle, especially with the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere coming in on the 20th with Aries season on the same day, and the new moon in Aries on the 21st. So this full moon is going to be very, very important for releasing, for letting go. And if you're new to the channel, the reason why I focus on the full and new moon specifically in this channel, all the phases, all the lunar phases do hold a vital energy frequency to it for manifestation, for transformation, for healing. And the full moon is very much about release. It brings energy up to the surface. We cannot deny how the full moon has some kind of impact in our lives. And this is known. The energy is intense. The moon does affect the water. The moon affects the energy on the planet. The full moon is very, very, very strong. So it does shake up energy naturally within ourselves. So even if you're not familiar with the full moon or what it does, pay attention to around the dates of the full moon leading into the full moon, probably about 3 days before. We typically can start to feel a little bit antsy, anxious, emotions might surface. There may be tension within a relationship or tension within the mind, which is very much, I feel, going to be a theme for this particular full moon. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is very much tied to communication. Now, Virgo is a very analytical, very, very detail-oriented archetype. Right? So it is very much of the details, of precision, of looking beyond to find facts, to find the details that a lot of us miss. But the thing is, during this full moon, because it's a full moon and we have a very intense energy, that trait will be heightened. The full moon will affect everyone differently. But if you're finding yourself in a specific phase in your life where you're going through a transition or a transformation, you're wanting to embark into something new, into a new chapter, getting ready for Aries season, again, spring equinox here. However it's playing out for you, you may find yourself potentially holding on to or being affected by the past. People, relationships, energy, the mind, going into maybe some shadow aspects as well. That consists of cycles or patterns that you may find yourself repeating. This is the time to break the cycles, to let go, and especially be aware of the mind. So I'm going to be hosting a full moon ritual on the 7th. I will leave a link below. I stopped doing my rituals, but I will host them during really important full moons and new moons because we can use this energy to work with for our transformation and manifestation journey. Also too, I want to address the numerology aspect. Of course, it is on the 7th. We are in a universal year 7, and 7 is the most spiritual number of all. And 7s consecutively also equal trust. If you see the 7s lined up, if they are in maybe a power number as they are in the 7-7, this frequency that we're going to be in, or if you see them 7-7-7, you may also find that there's an associated theme around the double digits or triple digits or more pertaining to trust. And when we are manifesting and when we are creating, we do need to embody trusting in ourselves. And I've mentioned this in another video as well, trusting ourselves, trusting the process, trusting the universe. And when we are in trust, we let go. And then when we let go, we open up for more, greater awareness, greater understanding, synchronicities, information finding us. We still are in Pisces season, so there still is this energy of being aligned with our higher self, higher wisdom, higher knowledge, guidance that we will be able to tap into that can inspire us to take action or to do something different or to start a creative project or creative ideas. When we are holding on to a lot of overthinking, overanalyzing, we are blocking the process of creative flow and of trusting the process, deepening our spiritual practice with the 7. The 7 is a very spiritual number, but also very analytical, logical, truth-seeking, dives in for information. But again, when we're overthinking, when we're getting in the way, if we have a lot going on in our mind, we're preventing the ability to be open for more, to discover more information, to discover more within ourselves, and again, to be open for synchronicities and creative ideas to find us. And of course, during the full moons, I always enjoy a salt bath to wash away old energy. It's all about intentions. I also light a sage. So if you have sage, Palo Santo, just do a clearing of the space of the old energy. Anything you can do to let go of the past, let go of old mindset, fears, limitations, restrictions, thinking about someone in an attachment to someone or a story of the past. Whatever you can do right now is going to be very beneficial for your next chapter. Also, too, of course, writing down what you want to release, anything that you're tired of. I am done thinking about this. I am done giving my energy to this person or this situation or whatever it is. You can cut the ties with this full moon to that by making it so, by understanding within yourself maybe where you're losing energy or where you're giving too much, or maybe an attachment again that has been depleting you, or mental activity that takes energy from you as well. So it's a great time to write down, be very clear. Don't be afraid to go into the depths of it. You can go layers deep within what you want to release. Maybe there's something available also for deeper self discovery. And then when you're done writing, you can speak it into the universe. I am letting this go. I'm letting go of this. I'm letting go of this. Words are very powerful. They hold energetic value, energetic weight, frequency, but also you can burn the paper afterwards safely just to fully release and let go of the past. So again, if you are looking for guidance, I'm going to be hosting a ritual on that day. The ritual consists of intro meditation, looking into this archetype in detail, a group energy read, and a very, very deep guided meditation for really going into your core, your energetic field, and understanding the attachments that you have within for really profound release. So if you're interested, the link is below. I look forward to seeing you. Otherwise, I'm wishing you all the best during this full moon and beyond, and I will be seeing you very soon. Take care.